How's it going, people? The name is Q from Q'd Up Productions, and this is going to be my first tutorial. Been doing music for quite a while, and now it's time to definitely give back. But first, got to give some mass shout outs to some guys who have definitely helped me throughout the years and helped me get my music right, at least to where I think it's right. First, got to give a shout out to my man Grand Tizzle. I was riding with you, homie, when you was all the way back in hip hop in session. Still rocking with you even on the Red Art joint. You always got good knowledge, man. Love what you got to say. The homie Big Vic, always holding it down. Always got that soulful sound, bass kicking. Appreciate the video, homie. I like what you did. Thanks, helped me so much. Busy Works Beats. Got to shout out to busyworksbeats.com. That's my man there. Hey, you helped me out so much, man. Got to give you a shout out, and also to Kev Barnes over at Luxury Loops. Definitely taught me a lot. Trying to get my music into TV and film. And so far, man, it's just going good. Just making a lot of beats, and trying to stack up, and do something different. I've chased artists and did things like that for a while. Now it's time to move on, man, and do something different. And the music industry is kind of crazy right now, so you got to definitely find another way to get your foot in the door and do some different things. So, without further ado, I want this video to be just one to give some tips and some things that I wished I knew back in the day that I didn't know. And I think this is a good place to start. If you're working in Logic, this is definitely the tutorial for you. And I just want to keep it simple. So my first big tip and best advice I can give to anybody who wants to do, and this applies to any DAW, is to do templates. Make yourself different templates for either the type of genre of music that you want to make, or something as simple as you just want to have one just for sound design. You want to go in and make some sounds or do some stuff like that. So this is how I go about doing it. It just makes things a lot easier for you, when you do go in and you want to get right to it. That's the main thing with us producers. We want to go in and get right to it. We don't like to, spend too much time fumbling around making tracks and doing all that type of stuff. So this is the way that I like to do it. All right, so this video I'm gonna keep nice and simple. Like I said, I just want to make sure that I do this for people who either just got a hold of Logic and now they want to know what to do, how to get started with it, things like that. So hopefully this helps you out. Okay, so first all I did was go up and I just went here to the plus sign and just chose some software instruments, and you can choose however many you want. Usually I just start up with a few and then decide what I want to do from there. And then here you can do it one of two ways. You can either go here and choose each instrument that you want to load. You can do it that way, or you can come over here to the mixer and you can choose all the tracks that you want, and then you can go instrument here and then you can choose them that way, and it'll populate those all the way across. So depending on how you want to work, how you what type of flow you like to have, if you know anything about EQ and compression and things like that, then you can load all those things right here. I have different presets. I like to roll off the low end just initially, and then I can do what I do from there. But then you can take that and you can go option click, and you can actually load those across to any track that you want to keep those on. So that would be one thing that's already done. And then let's say you don't want that instrument, you can always go back in here and change the instruments if you want. This is just the regular instruments here. Close this out. You can go back over to here, and now we know we definitely got to have some drums. So we'll come over here and we'll just go ahead and let's put 5 more tracks in. Okay, but on this first one, we're gonna put that as a ultra beat. And some people do it multi-out, some people do it as a straight output, and it just depends on how you want to work. If you're just starting out, I recommend just keeping it simple. Keep everything all in one thing. Don't worry about the multi-out. Even if you do select that, you can still do all your drums. You can use the sequencer if you want. Or as we're going to do later on, we're going to come in and we're going to actually make sorry, mess that up. Can actually come in, and you'll be able to click down here and put your drums in that way, however you want to do it, entirely up to you. All right, so now you come in and you may want a couple other things. If you're new to Logic but you have Logic Pro X, of course, I hope you have that version. Then you can come in and you can add, definitely want a couple instances of Alchemy in there. Just so you got some good straight sounds, and you can actually choose what type of sounds you think you may want to use. Usually starting out, me personally, I like to use a piano, simple things, piano, maybe some brass, definitely some synths, leads, pads, things like that, and that's usually the best way to start. Now, one other thing that I strongly suggest is most DAWs now have all adopted the use of color codes or colors for your tracks. I recommend that you take full advantage of that. Choose one color that you want to keep for your drums, one color that you want for your instruments, things like that. And that always helps keeps things, keeping things organized. No matter who you have coming in your studio, you always want to make sure that you remain professional at all times. Keep everything organized, have a good workflow of how you want to do things, have your audio tracks already brought up and set up, test everything before they come to your studio, just regular preparation stuff. I know you guys have probably heard a million times. And then when you come in, let's say we want this to be, our kick, we want this to be our snare, so on and so forth. You can go ahead and select the actual regions, and then you can, wrong keystroke. And then you can choose that by Shift, Option, and Enter. I'm used to just doing it, not really talking about it. But you do that, and then that'll change the names of your regions to match your tracks, which you always want to try to do. Now, the one thing that I don't like about Logic is that you can't change, when you change the color of your regions here, it doesn't automatically change them here. That's what I don't like, and I can show you that. So if I come here and I go bring up my colors, as you can see, I've changed the color here, but the tracks are still green. Don't know why they do that, or why they haven't changed that, but hopefully they'll get to that and get that fixed somehow. Okay, so now we have our template, and let's say we want to save this, and we want to make sure we're able to go and call it up whenever we want to. So we would go up here, we would just go to File, and it's pretty simple. You just want to save as template, and then that's going to take you to your project templates folder, and you just choose whatever name you want to choose it as, and then you would save. And then once you save, we'll go ahead and we will just start a new project. And let's say if you go new from template, it'll ask you if you want that. We'll say don't close. All right, so now if you go to recent, then anything that you've just made, any songs that you've made, this will come up, but that is not a template. I made a folder of just my templates, and you can go in, whatever the hierarchy is of your folder system, however you want to do it, whatever you want to name it, and just make sure you save all your templates in there. So this is the ones that I've made over time. Some of them, any of these that have like orchestral or something like that, they're huge templates, so they take a while to load up. That's where I'm going to end this video just for this particular section. I'll go in again, create another video, and actually show you how to populate some of the compressors and the EQs, and configuring things a little bit more. We even get maybe into a little bit of gain staging and things like that. But I definitely don't want to throw too much in one video, too much too fast. But I'll definitely have a series of things going. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more videos. Peace.